Motivated, I'm the truth. Going hard in the booth. All my dreams is coming true. If I can make it, you can too. Wasn't in a skipping school. Had to play by the rules. If you got dreams, don't be a fool. The process make it even cool. Gotta really pay attention. That right there is tunnel vision. Can't be falling, can't be slipping. This world full of competition. If you really trying to grow, you gotta make the right decision.
Podcast, man. Like to thank y'all for the love and support. Like I said, everything started the Earn the Night Soul podcast. Please like, share, rate, review. Try to consolidate the plays, which y'all have been doing. We appreciate that. Appreciate all love and support. Well, here with me today, I got the artist that y'all hear on my intro song. A lot of y'all been asking who he was. Now I'm going to put up some of the clips of some of his videos, but I finally got, here to interview him. Know what I'm saying, sit down and talk with him. This is Retr0kiq. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Yeah, so we're going to get into, his life, music and everything, and talk about things that's going on, with hip-hop and, hip-hop in Philly, because, I've been saying that we got to try to start doing something to help Philly artists out somehow, some way. So, I'm not the biggest person in the world, but I could play my part. So I'm going to try to start, talking to, artists that's from Philly and all that, see if we can help them out. So, first I want to, try to get into your backstory, your life, how you grew up and all of that. So, I gotta ask you what part of Philly you from, even though Philly, my whole thing is Philly as a whole.
Right.
You know what I mean? We trying to represent Philly. So, part of the story is where you from. So what part in Philly are you from?
Methodist Hospital is where I was born at. So South Philly for the most part. But like you said, I agree. I rep Philly as a whole. Mm-hmm. My mom had me going to different schools throughout the city, but South Philly is like the heart to me.
Okay, all right, all right. So, and then the whole thing is, what was your introduction? Okay, well, let me talk about your upbringing. Okay, your upbringing was pretty decent. You feel like your upbringing was decent?
My upbringing was pretty dope.
Okay.
I came up on all women, to be honest.
Okay.
My pop was in and out of prison. So I didn't really have a male figure. You get what I'm saying? So, but I do respect him for the time, that I had in and out with him as far as when he was out of prison. And, I had to see from the male perspective on my own, what it's like to be a man. You get what I'm saying? And, I think just having younger siblings, that kind of built me up even better, I guess, just coming up as far as being a man, basically. You get what I'm saying? Because it's now it's I have to be a leader. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And I have to move accordingly so they won't make the wrong moves and stuff like that. But for the most part, I give my hat, my flowers, whatever to the women in my family, because that's how I came up. I came up on women, so.
Okay. Yeah, good. Let me ask you about, what was your introduction to hip hop? Do you remember the first time you might have heard it? You might have been too young, but the first time you heard it and you remembered it. You know what I mean? Do you remember the song, the artist, or what?
I'm gonna keep it a bean, man. I was always a beat type guy. Like my favorite artist is Jay-Z, and my mom is into music heavy too. My family, I feel has always been musically inclined. Like I said, my mom used to play a lot around the time State Property was, jumping or whatever. She played a lot of Jay. She played a lot of Biggie. I'm a 90s baby, so I came up around them type of eras. It was times when I would listen to Jay-Z and I really was feeling the song, but I couldn't get his lyrics. But now it's just I know, life is but a dream to me. You feel me? I know his lyrics word for word now. So.
All right, so. Okay, so your influence came from hearing your family play the music, which you said you was more into the beat. Before you got into the lyrics, you was more into the beat.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how I was. Always when I first started listening to hip hop. That's kind of how I was. Mm-hmm. I'm still a little bit like that. I care about the beat more than I care about lyrics. Mm-hmm. But I never tried to be a producer though, which that's my fault. I never really gave it a serious shot, and I probably should have did that. But now later for that. Now I mean, we interviewing you, but all right. So when I want to ask you this, okay? When did you feel like you were going to try to do this yourself? I mean, your whole, okay, I'm going to try to make music, or, you know, I care about this enough that it influenced me enough that I'm going to do it.
I was always artistic, and I'm one of them type of people that like to just try different things. I was like very adventurous since I was like a little kid. So I don't know. I just like to write a lot. I like to draw a lot. Even when I played sports, like it was just art to me. What happened? I don't know. I caught myself trying to freestyle one day, and it was corny. But I'm one of them type dudes that's like, I don't give up. Like I might fall back for a little bit, but I'll come back to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. One day, we had, like, I remember in English class, we had to write poems or whatever or something like that, and I wrote a crazy poem, and it just had the whole classroom shocked. Like, dang, that was deep. Like you could see the imagery. You get what I'm saying? So. With that being said, I don't know. I even did that one time in like a college prep program I was in or whatever. It was the same type of energy or whatever. But with that being said, like me just feeling music, I just gave it a try. Like 5th grade, I used to write rhymes in a little notebook. My grandma just, you know, before she passed, which was last year, but she told me recently she found a little notepad inside the, you know, and that was 5th grade. So it was just always in me. You feel me? Like, right. I don't know. Like,
okay. All right. So how do you describe, all right. So now you decide, okay, you always been doing it. Basically your whole life. You know what I mean? But what would you describe your style as? Because, I mean, for some of the listeners, now, I mean, y'all do hear my intro, but we also put some clips up from some of his videos. But, okay, what would you describe your style as, or do you have a style, or I mean, because some people would say I don't have no style, you know what I mean? Or you got ODB that says, you know what I mean, the reason why my name was Old Dirty Bastard is because there is no follow to my style.
Right.
So, do you categorize your style, or you just?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm trying to find myself through it.
Okay.
I like to tell people I'm a jukebox. So if you tap the jukebox, any type of genre of music is, bound to come on. So I'm just exploring music right now for the most part. Like I said, if you get to it, I do have like 3 favorite artists, that I really look to and I'm grounded with. But for the most part, I just take pieces from them and I express myself with my, with my own imagination and style. So,
all right, so might as well get into it. What are those artists then?
My first is Jay-Z, of course. My second is Meek Mills. And my third is Lil Uzi.
Okay. Man, yeah, that's a pretty good 3. You know what I mean? To be influenced by. That's a pretty good 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well-rounded 3. So, yeah, with that. So those are your influences. So you're saying you're trying to find yourself musically, and you probably open to all different things, which is good, not to get pigeonholed into, okay, I got to make this type of music or that type of sound. My music got to sound like this or sound like that. Because to me, I feel like it is more fluid. Just like with a person like Lil Uzi. I mean, some of y'all that already listened to me with my co-host Earn. We said on the Grammys, okay, some of these award shows, people get mad at award shows. But I'm saying, like, you got to figure out what category do we put some of these artists in? Because what category would you put Lil Uzi in? You know what I mean? What category? And then some people were like, well, how come SZA was in a rap category? Because some people are just fluid, and some people who may be outside looking in at the music may feel like, well, in order to have the awards, we may have to categorize them, but we don't 100% know what category to put them in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. I think music is turning into that. Hip hop is really turning into that. You call it hip hop, but a person like, because some people consider Uzi a rapper, some people don't. People just say, well, we'll just say he's a rock star. And some people will say, well, he's a rapper. When you listen to it, it's like, it's a little bit of everything. Because it's even some stuff that I listen to him and I like it. I may not be able to remember the song, but I'd be like, okay, okay.
Me, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
To me, it's an adventure. That's how I look at it. I don't want to be put in a category because then I feel like you're boxing me in and you don't know what I'm capable of. You get what I'm saying? I'm an artist. That's like when they define it's an MC and a rapper. A rapper is somebody that just they in it for the money and all that stuff like that. Then the MC is in it for the love of the game, the music. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But me, with that being said, I'm an artist. I like to express myself and I like to be lyrical, MC, but I like to be a rapper at the same time. But I feel like it's just me expressing myself. Like it's an adventure. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that whole, to me, I understand that, but that's okay. Let me ask you this then. It's gonna lead to it. Would you care about awards then? Because my whole thing is, would you feel okay? Say you was up. Well, I'm not gonna say was. Say when the time comes and you up for a Grammy, because I feel like that is in your future, right?
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Would you feel slighted if you feel like, well, some people say, well, we didn't know where to put him at, what category to put him in. Kind of like how they say about Little Uzi and stuff like that. Well, we didn't know what category to put him in because when people listen to the people that are probably from the outside looking in, but they have to still listen to the music. So we have to categorize this to see, you know what I mean? We have to put in some category. Would you feel slighted if you feel some people like, well, we didn't want to put him in. That's why we put him up against this person or that person and you didn't win. You know what I mean? But we had to put him somewhere. You may feel like, well, that's cool because I don't really have a category.
Right.
So I'm not, so would you feel any type of way about that?
I would just be happy to be in the building. I'll put it like that because it's just like, you know, a lot people look at it like, oh, we all chasing something, you get what I'm saying? And don't see the fun in it. Like that's one thing my mom told me, you're supposed to be having fun with this. This is your journey because you never know what the outcome might be. You know, it might not go as planned. So it's just like, I'm not really pressed on that note as far as like the award, winning an award or what category they put me in. As long as I'm being recognized and they understand, well, hey, he's here. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So
yeah, man, because I'm glad you're here so I can ask somebody that because I don't make music and I always wanted to ask. I was like, well, how would Uzi feel or SZA feel about being in category and everybody saying, well, they ain't even in the right category. The people in charge probably like we don't listen to the same music, this music all day, every day.
Right. We
just listening to it so we can judge it for, you know what I mean? For this little bit of sample size we getting, and then we're trying to categorize them so we can get the award show together. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I also think it should look at people's work ethics and where, their music is like being mainly streamed. Like if it is a rock star, then hey, put it on a rock star platform. You get what I'm saying? Like give them the award just because of that. You get what I'm saying? So it depends. I don't know. Like I said, I'm in it. I'm just trying to enjoy life, have fun with it. You get what I'm saying? Like
all right. Yeah, that right. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you're from Philly, I have to ask you about Philly hip hop. You said you grew up listening to State Property. You heavily influenced by Meek Mill, Little Uzi. How do you feel about the Philly hip hop scene right now as a whole?
It's shaky, and I ain't gonna hold you. I've been around a couple of them people a little bit, like State Property. I've been around a couple of them. I'm cool with them, whatever, however you want to put it. But it's shaky to me. I just feel like I don't understand why we can't help each other. You get what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody like that's sincerely like serious about it and see that they have some type of potential, I don't see why it's not. Why is it hard to try to help that person or guide him you get what I'm saying? Like, because it's like Philly is so shaky versus Atlanta. You got everybody out there just really helping each other, like building, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I said that on an episode a few months back, and that kind of like it kind of did help exposure for the podcast because that kind of like circulated that. I was saying that how come Philly needs to be more like Atlanta, Texas, how Memphis is now, how Detroit is now.
and I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, it's
Only
your
because
interview.
it's just like it's so much creativity out here, and you just never know what we might be capable of if we work together. You get what I'm saying? Like, we got a big platform too in Philly. Like, it's something, anything's possible. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, when you brought up Atlanta, Memphis, all them, they all working together. I feel like Philly should be on the same type of situation. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So y'all heard it from somebody other than me. So y'all acting like what I was doing was just so far fetched that I'm not the only person that think like that. You know what I mean? So y'all got proof that I'm not the only person that think like that. That we should be working together instead of everybody's mentalities, which I said is a part of the reason that holds us back. I said this a few weeks ago. A part of the reason that what's holding us back is everybody in Philly adopts the street mentality.
right.
That, okay, these are me and my people, and y'all people, you and yours over there.
Mm-hmm.
The same way to how people is operating the street.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we good? I don't need to make no music with you or do anything with you. Or, okay, because it's a lot of opportunity out there. Say some people come together and we put a show together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People not doing none of that because people have the street mentality. No, we us and y'all, and you stay out our way, we stay out of your way, and that's because that's the street mentality that everybody adopt. Even people in Philly, I said this, even people who are not street people still adopt that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So we not out not trying to help each other or saying that we can come together and do something bigger.
Right.
Do you feel like I'm saying? You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I said that because people looking at me like I was, you know how it is here. Exactly. That's the part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Y'all taking the whole ethics and things that's out in the street and applying it to everything in your life, especially music. Whereas why people are not coming together? Why there's more shows? Because people don't even want to be in the same building with, you know what I mean, other people. Everybody just doing it. Okay, I'm gonna do it with my people over here, and you're gonna do it with your people over here. And if somebody make it, it's so happy to make it. But then it's end up with damn near nobody's making it.
Right.
Nobody's
Talent
making it.
being wasted.
You know what I mean? Because I said this before. It's starting. I mean, now you're starting to see another gap. It was a gap from, okay, you had the late '90s with, Beans, Gilly, and all of them major figures stay properly. Now I mean, Eve, Cassidy. It was a gap. It was like a year's gap, and then it was Meek Mill. But you had all them people. You had all these other people that were everybody's. This person's next up. That person's next up. How come out of that generation, Meek is the only person that made it?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you had another gap for some years where you was naming a whole bunch of people that this person is next up, this person is next up, but the only person that made it out of that generation is Lil Uzi. So now it's starting to be another gap.
Yeah.
Because but you saying naming a bunch of people that saying they're next up. Okay, how do we turn these people pro? How do we get these people to the next level instead of just having all this talent, but only one person every 5, 6, 7 years is coming out?
Right.
We need to change that in Philly.
Right.
You know what I mean? But some people agreed with me and some people felt like, well, it's not going to be like that because of our mentality here in Philly. Yeah, we got to let the street shit go. Everybody has a street mentality, even with everything they do in life. Can't nobody work together.
Right.
Can't nobody help somebody else.
Right.
Now, I did want to pay, I said I paid homage before the person like Oskino, who he does that. He does shout other people out all the time, help other people out, bring other people along. Now, he one of the people that does that. So, but that right there, I said, is our main problem. It's the street mentality. So do you feel like the street mentality is part of the
I can see that. It's I just feel like everybody's mindset is stagnant right now. It's like a dark cloud. And I really think we can change that around. But I don't even think that's just with the music game. I think that's with sports, everything. Like, if you peep what's going on, Sixers, Eagles, like, I think it's just a dark cloud right now on Philly. And I think we can make a change. It is possible. It is possible.
Okay. So, to me, I said, one of the things we could do is not just artists. To me, I feel like the street mentality holds us back, And I also feel like the whole ageism thing, whereas if somebody, both the older and younger generation. So to me, I felt like we got to cut that out too. Because a person that might already been there and done that could help you out. Instead of the mentality of, man, the hell with old head. I ain't trying to listen to what he said. Well, he already been in the music business. He got 20 years in already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That person might give you give you a helping hand, whatever. You know what I mean? Information. He might be able to connect you with somebody.
Right.
But if your attitude is, the hell with them, they old.
I honestly think what it is because I have it a little bit too. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, but I think it's just like a survival of the fittest tactic, just on the strength of, like I said, it's a lot of single parent kids. It's just a lot going on out of here. I think us as people as a whole need to change that narrative as well. I don't think it's just the music. I think the music is just perpetrating it. You get what I'm saying? Putting a weird air in the atmosphere. You get what I'm saying? Is messing these kids and these artists or whatever you want to call them heads up and feeling like, making them feel like they have to live or put on this type of demeanor to fit in or just to cover up something. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a lot. Like I said, I do think change can be made.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yes. Yeah, that might have something to do with it too, because we do have the mentality of you got to do whatever we doing. So we out here on the corner. No, you might be a person that want to make music, but if everybody else around you is running around getting involved in the streets, you get caught up in that too. You know what I mean? You may be out of your friend group. You may be the Nas. You may be the person that you out there too, but really you thinking about rhymes in your head.
right.
And you figuring out, okay, I really want to do this music. When everybody else around you is jobbing out into the street. They already made their decision that, I'm about to get out there in the street and try to make money. So you out there with them because those are your people, but you are the one that you destined for more than that. And some of them may be destined for more than that too, but they don't even see that for themselves. And you can't bring everybody with you. So okay, that just gave me a question. All right, let me ask you this. Do you feel the pressure of having to bring everybody with you? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I got to figure a way. Okay, I got to try to figure my way out of here. And then how can it be in a situation where I don't leave nobody behind?
I'm gonna keep it a being. I'm a loner. I never really had that problem. Like, I got people to support. I got homies, all that stuff. But honestly, same way I started, it's the same way I'm going out. You feel me? Like, I don't really have nobody. Like, if I was to go to perform or anything, it's just me. It's just me. So I don't really have that problem. You get what I'm saying? But not trying to downsize or put people down or whatever, but this a life of being an artist. Like, you got to jump in that water head first. You got to do your own thing. You get what I'm saying? If people going to ride with you, they going to ride with you. If not, so be it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I know some people, their whole mentality is we gotta find something for everybody to do. I don't want to leave nobody behind.
Right.
You know, some people I feel like people say everybody can't go.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's real, because some people can mess up your situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? You trying to help somebody else out. Or let me just bring him along and get him out the street. Well, he still got the same mentality that he had when he was in the street.
Right.
And now you bringing them places where
used to.
dog, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Right.
Now it can mess up your situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you said you already got, you know what I mean, you already got your focus. You know what I mean? You already got your focus, and the people that's gonna come along, you already know who coming along, you already know who not. So
right.
You know, some people looked at me like I was wrong when I said I believe in the whole thing of I'm gonna help people along the way, along my journey in life. People I feel like deserve some help, or I can help, I'm going to help. Right. I don't have a mentality that I got to try to save everybody.
Right.
Because you'll just be wasting your time. Just like you might waste your opportunity because you come up here, no, you got to come up here 30 deep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what's the reason for all that?
You
Right.
know what I mean? But some people think like that.
Right.
No, I got to bring the whole hood. But then half these people you don't even really know. That's your cousin's man's. You know what I mean? And your man's, and you know.
And the sad thing is always somebody in that bunch that they not even feeling you like that. You know, it might be some type of envy there. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing. People are not mindful of, you know, the moves and how they move. You feel me? So I don't know. I don't be feeling that, man. I like to roll by myself. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's completely understandable, man. Because you know that's the last thing is you want is, that unnecessary pressure that I gotta find something for everybody to do. Everybody gotta come along. How do I take care of everybody? You know what I mean? Because I remember an interview that Nas did, and he said, well, when he first got on, he was trying to bring everybody along with him. Mm-hmm. So you bringing people around that's in the street, their whole mentality is different. And then, you know, they was out there fighting, beating people up, robbing people. He's like, yo, they was kind of like ruining it for me.
And feed off of that, it's like they got to represent you. So it's like, that's unprofessional. You get what I'm saying? So that's nonsense to me. Like that'll mess up your whole situation. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, I'm glad that you got that, you know, you got that mentality and that way of thinking. So that won't be a hindrance on you. But now we're gonna get to some of the music that you have been making. Have you ever put an album out?
I got one project out. It's my first EP. It's funny because I feel like I work harder when I'm actually working. Like if I got a job, then I don't feel like I'm there. Like my mind is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I think, my creative space or whatever. But yeah, I dropped one EP back in 2020. For the most part, I did want to follow up, but you know, times is hard. Like I said, I'm an independent artist, and you know, everything is a timely matter. But I'm definitely always working. Like always working, always dropping, you know.
All right, man. You know, let the people know what the name of it is, and you know where they can find it at if they want to support you.
1990X is my first project, and that's on all platforms for the most part, though. But I would say if you really want to stay in tune with my music or my content, YouTube, because every month I'm dropping a video. Like that's just how I was moving. You feel me?
All right, let the people know how to spell your name on there, because that's very tricky. People were saying that. So let the people know exactly how to spell your name on there.
So look, I spell my name Retr0kiq. When you're an artist, you got to be optimistic. You have to give the public eye something to look for. You know, I didn't want to just spell it Retr0kiq because I feel like it's too cliche. I went with the zero in retro because it reminded me of like a video game or something. I went with the Q, and kid made it a upside down D. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with Retr0kiq. But yeah, that name is everywhere. You can find that.
Okay, so right now you've been making music. I mean, you know, I post some of the freestyles that you did. And I mean, some of the videos. For one, I mean, I want to ask you because I want to show some love to the people that helped you with the video, because for independent artists, your videos is dope. So you know what I mean. Cause you name like the people that have been helping you, especially people with the visuals. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
Got pretty dope videos.
I appreciate you, man. It's crazy because I've been trying to work with these people for the longest, and I just noticed like when people see your work ethic, it brings more people. It brings more people that whoa, we do need to work. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy Visuals by Luke. That's my guy, and my guy Asadelic. So I've been rocking with them for a minute. A couple of my videos was actually shot for my homie too. His name's Swipe. He's a dope artist. He shot like a few of my first videos or whatever. So yeah, just shout out to the shooters, man.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. Some of y'all stuff, man, look good, man. You know what I mean? So anybody out there, you know what I mean, we see we can get the information. We put the information, know what I mean, the bio, click the links and all that stuff so we can. So if people out there want to, you know, connect with them or something like that or work with them, shoot, you know what I mean? I might need some stuff shot, you know what I mean? So I might be kind of clicking with them. Because I was watching the videos, I was like, Like, damn, his videos is dope, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, man, that's very, for independent artists, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For some of y'all seen a little sample size of some of the videos that we put, or nice to put on our page. I put on my page. But because when you first, okay, of course, when you sent me that and I put it on YouTube, some of your stuff that's a little older came back up.
Right.
And I was like,
you see the transition.
For independent artists, I could see what you're trying to execute, but I was like, okay, is very well done. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? So I can say, okay, the talent is there. You know what I mean? You see, the talent is there. The talent is there with the music and what you're saying. And as far as the visuals, you gotta you somebody that can spot dope people and connect with dope people.
Right.
Because for independent art, the videos is dope.
Right. And
They
I appreciate that. Appreciate
the videos
that,
is dope. I did notice I was impressed with the quality.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Damn, he really putting it together.
Yeah, appreciate.
Know what I mean? Your videos is very impressive. Know what I mean? For somebody for people that's trying to do it all on their own.
Right.
So, yeah.
And the follow up from that, this is artists to all the artists out there in the world, man. Come prepared. Anytime you work with somebody like that, if you want your videos to come out like how you expect them to come out, you gotta really basically study it before you even shooting the video, because that'll make the production come out even better than what you already imagine it. You get what I'm saying? You never want to make somebody's job harder, basically. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that also plays a role in why the production is so like good. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, let me ask you this, because I like I said, man, I want to give them some shine too, because I was very impressed. Mm-hmm. Where did you meet them at? Are those guys you grew up with, or guys you kind of just how did you meet the guys that's helping you like put your, you know what I mean, bring your dreams to like visual,
right,
music to the life, so visual.
So I met them basically just by networking, man. Like, people was always out, use them social medias to your best ability, because it's money that can be made on there. It's networking possibilities, all however. But like I said, I met them by just networking. Like one Asadelic, he be at open mics. I used to go to open mics a lot. I still do, but right now, I'm working. I'm a working horse right now. Visuals by Luke's. I've been trying to work with him. He's been working. I met him over social media and we just clicked. So it's just like I said, just you gotta be able to network. Whatever you want, it's out there. Like, that's how we came about.
Okay. Yeah, man. Man.
Oh, I'm missing one more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Optimus Prime. That's my guy. Like, he's one guy that really believes in me. Like, he's also a shooter, also new at using the camera, but his work is crazy. Like, we're working on a documentary right now as we speak. And how I met him, he seen me perform one time, and ever since then he just latched on. He told me like he see a star. Like, okay. So he's another guy that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's dope, because like I said, man, I was very, very impressed. I mean, not just with the music, but when I watched, started seeing the videos, I was like, man, this stuff is well put together, man. You can tell, I mean, they're not lazy, very talented, I mean? So, yeah, man, you got decent people around you. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? So, okay. So that right there. So, you say you're shooting a documentary. You're shooting a documentary. See, you know what I mean? Getting busy, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So, some of y'all out there, I always tell people this, because people ask me a lot about podcasts and all that. Mm-hmm. I tell people to just start. You know what I mean? A lot of people were sitting around, I need this, I need that. You just need somewhere to just start. Your journey start with the first step. Mm-hmm. So just start. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So somebody who's thinking about being an artist, what do you say their first steps will be?
It don't hurt to try. It don't hurt to try. Like, I can recall my first open mic. I can recall my first time cutting the camera on, recording myself freestyle. At first, you're gonna think it's corny, but it don't hurt to start. Like you said, like, you got to start somewhere, and it's that give you that urge to want to keep going. You get what I'm saying? Like once you see, dang, I might actually could do this. Like you got to start. You got to start somewhere, man.
So the whole, I remember helping my man out. This was years ago. He wanted to be a rapper, and he didn't want to be on stage by himself. So I went up there on stage with him. Now, I mean, that's not really my thing, but I went on stage with him. So I ask you this: did you ever have stage fright?
Plenty of times, but once I felt like just got comfortable with myself, I think that narrative changed. And I'm also I think what made me feel comfortable, because like since I was like going back to the stories about, you know, my mom playing music, I always went to concerts. Like my mom, it was days my mom would come get me out early from school, early dismissal. I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen a lot of celebrities like perform live in person. Like, and I just studied those methods, and here it is. I'm on a stage now. You feel me? So, it is. You could be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. That's how I look at it when I get on the stage.
Okay.
Like,
all right. So the whole, when I was up there, I was really up there just because that's not my dream. You know what I mean? I was just helping my homie out. So you say you never got stage fright. Okay. Do you remember the first time you ever went to like actual studio and recorded? When you listen back to it, did you feel like this ain't no good, or just feel like, maybe am I wasting my time, wasting my money, or you feel like, no, I'm going to do it, even if it don't sound the way I might want it to sound right now, I'm not going to stop? Because I know a lot of people. I'm asking you that because my when I used to hang out in my cousin's studio, it's people that used to go in there, and it used to be first time he ever was in the record, ever in the mic booth, whatever. And they used to listen back to it and be like, man, now I'm one and done. I ain't wasting no money because I don't like how I sound.
right.
You know what I mean? To me, that's kind of like defeated. Like, who going to sound the best? You know what I mean? You're not going to get into a booth the first time and sound like Jay-Z. You might, but what's the chances of that?
Right.
So, dude, so please get them some like advice or encouragement about. Some people might listen to it and say, man, that's whack, man, I'm done.
Right.
You know what I mean? That might have been the first rhyme you ever wrote.
Right. It's all right. It's repetition. Like, I used to play sports heavy. Like, I was heavy into basketball. You're going to have some bumps and bruises, but you can't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams. It's like, I had plenty of times I felt like I listened to a track. My first recording was actually at my homie house. I freestyled off of Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. And I basically was pouring my little feelings out onto, you know, the microphone. Like, I had my first little breakup, my first little girlfriend or whatever, and I was crushed by it. So at the time, I was kind of feeling kind of corny, listening to myself here, you know, being recorded and stuff like that. But at the time, after a while, you get over that. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's repetition. Like, the more you do something, being consistent, the better you get. So that's just how I looked at it. I never felt like I'm going to just give it up. You get what I'm saying? So.
Damn, that's how I know you kind of like different. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? You're special. The fact that you even said that you freestyled over that.
Right.
Over that record. Just let me know, like, yeah, and I mean, he think outside the box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I first started listening to the music, when you send me like a link, listen to the music, I like the fact that he got it. Know what I mean? He got something different. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Appreciate you.
yeah, and you saying that right there, that you did something over Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing.
Can I feed off of that too?
Yeah.
I got my slogan is old soul but a kid at heart.
Okay.
I'm very musically inclined. My family is musically inclined. When I listen to music, I don't just listen for the sound of it. I'm trying to relate to the artist. You get what I'm saying? So certain songs is deeper than what they seem to me. You get what I'm saying? So the reason I chose Mr. Marvin Gaye is because like I had that feeling like it made me feel about love. It made me feel about lust. It made me feel like, damn, I'm a young boy going crazy over this girl. So now let me just, pour my pain out, feelings out, and see what I can get out of this so I can stop having this funny feel. You get what I'm saying? Like, it made me, like, pat myself like, yo, there's more girls out here, like.
Right.
So, like, yeah, that's just what it is when hearing different songs and stuff like that. You start relating and feeling it. It's like, damn, I probably could do something with this. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah, so what else did I want to ask you? All right. So what's your future plans for the immediate future within probably like the next, what's your goals for the rest of this year?
So for the most part, I'm trying to build my catalog up as much as possible. Just put a bunch of content out, a bunch of videos, just to have something for people to see. You get what I'm saying? I remember years back, like, I wasn't here where I'm at right now. Before I even go there, look, drop my first piece of merchandise.
Yeah, let's hold it up. Let's see that.
Yeah, say watch this. So the documentary is called Watch This. It's my first piece of merchandise. I got a QR code on there. You scan that, that'll take you straight to music, videos, all those streams, whatever you need as far as like trying to, to find me or anything like that. But my goals is just to every year just go up and just get closer to where I want to be at. And where I want to be at is live comfortably, take care of my family, and that be that. I ain't even pressed for the fame. I just want to live. Okay. That's all. That's it.
All right, man. Yeah, we gonna have all that stuff, linked up. So, can people buy the shirts or? Yeah.
Right now, this is just I'm just showing y'all right now. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It is a bean for the shirt. I mean, it's handmade. It's high tech. It's a lot going on with this shirt. You feel me?
Yeah. Describe the shirt.
It's not a regular shirt. It's two-tone stone wash. The shirt tell a story basically. So, it's a unique shirt. You feel me? And that's it.
Yeah, so we're going to have that. You know what I mean? We're going to get all that information. So, y'all can go to the people that want to go support them. Know what I mean? Go support them. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all stream the music. Know what I mean? Make sure y'all, know what I mean, got music for sale. Buy it. Know what I mean? Like we've been saying, we got to start putting our money where our mouth is. Everybody want people from Philly to do better, but don't want to spend no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of the bigger artists and all that, but come on, a big artist, Beyonce come to town, somebody else come to town, y'all spend the money, no problem. Mm-hmm. But y'all don't want to spend the money on your local artists.
That's even like a designer. Like, you'd be pressed to go buy a shirt, a designer shirt. Why not, support a local artist, somebody that's actually doing something for themselves, staying out the way. You get what I'm saying? All this money gonna do is go back into my creativity, studio time, videos, whatever I need to do to keep, my fans, whoever, feeling me happy. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the name of the documentary is Watch This.
Yeah.
So do you know exactly what it's about, or you just?
It's basically me telling my story in a coolest way. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's dope. That's all I could say for real.
All right, man. Good. See, you know what I mean? See, I can pick talent. You know what I mean? I can pick talent. He got a lot going on. You know what I mean? The visuals is dope. Documentaries and all that. You know what I mean? A man got a lot going on. So make sure y'all support him. You know what I mean? So, all right. So the whole thing. All right. So your short-term goals for this year is to get better. Okay. And you saying that you just want to be able to, do your art, live good, which is kind of basically how I am. I really don't care about being famous and all this. A lot of people is saying, how come you don't do more, do that? No, I kind of do what I feel on the microphone, and y'all support it. That's why we having the major success that we having.
Right.
So I don't need the clout chase all day long, and I don't need to, make sure we talk about this person or that person. And so I can kind of relate to everything that you're saying.
Right.
So with that being said, if somebody does come to you, would you be open to, say a record company does come to you? would you be open to? Because I feel like in business, everything is negotiable.
Right.
So you might feel like, boy, I'm doing things on my own, but if somebody comes to you and it makes sense, would you sign a record deal? Because a lot of people are saying now, hollering about persons should stay independent and don't do nothing with no major record. How do you feel about that?
To be honest, I'm still kind of learning and doing my research on that because, you know, a lot of people make some crazy decisions and that's why some artists aren't where they want to be today. So I'm still trying to figure that out myself. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't really have no manager. I don't really have nothing. So it's still like I'm a baby to this game. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what God has and works for me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just going with the flow.
Okay. All right. So yeah, man, for any of y'all out there who y'all might be able to come in or y'all might already be established people. You know what I mean? So we going, like I said, we want the information that people that want to reach out to him, see if they can do business, supporting them any kind of way. You know what I mean? We're going to have that. We're going to have that stuff connected so y'all can, you know what I mean, get in touch with him. So, okay, you working, you said you're working on your next album?
Yeah.
Working on your next album, working on the documentary. So, do you have like, okay, you rolled with yourself. So, let me ask you this: if you ran into another artist, say a few years go by, you know, you're larger than life at this point. Would you be open to taking someone else under your wing, or because, like you said, that is, I'm just gonna say it in Philly, I feel like we need more of that. We don't have enough of that.
Right.
We don't have enough of the, all right, I've been around for a while and I'm introducing somebody else. Like how it is and probably like, you know, kind of like Atlanta, Memphis, to where it's, even if I don't have a record company and you sign with me or something like that, I just help you out. You know what I mean?
That's definitely not a problem to me. I always try to help people. Like I said, for the longest, to go back to that question about the stage fright. What made me really get over that, every time Philly had an open mic, I was there. Like I just made sure I was there and I performed so much. So just following up from that question as far as like taking someone under the wing or trying to help somebody else, I've always reached out to people, like even people bigger than me that I'm close to. Yo, it's a show here. You might as well slide. You know, network is key. So as far as like helping other people, that's never been a problem to me. Like I want the most I want for me, I want for the next person. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. So
yeah, because I feel like that'll start up our whole kind of like network of, so we can get it to where Philly to where it needs to be at.
Right.
Because the whole mentality is, well, the couple, one or two people that make it, and they don't reach back and do nothing for nobody else, then that's where the divide starts to be at. And that's why when you talk to some artists, some people might say, man, fuck such and such.
Right.
Fuck this person, fuck that person.
Right.
They ain't ever did nothing for nobody. They ain't never throw nobody alley-oop or helping hand or nothing.
Right.
So then people get mad at the younger generation when they feel that way about, well, if nobody's reaching back, or like I said, we should have some things set up for the younger artists. Just like it's like when I went to Atlanta. Now, I mean, when I went to Atlanta, it was people that I had just heard of that you hear now being big.
Right.
Like when I went down there, I was like, well, when I first heard of like 21 Savage, now he's a big artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or when I went to Charlotte and I first heard of the Baby. You know what I mean? So, and then now he's a big artist.
Yeah.
So we need to get it like that to where things circulate in the city, but it continues to it gets to the next level. Our thing is you'll name a bunch of people from Philly. Okay, you listen to the music. Okay, it's good, but then years will go by and only maybe one of them make it to the next level.
Right.
So how can we have all this talent and only one person making it every 5 years, 6 years? There's only one person making it, but you got all this talent. You see what I'm saying? We feel like need to change that.
Right.
So it's going to have to be a generation of artists that stop. You know, we gonna stop that. and we gonna give the next generation a helping hand. Because everybody's saying that we so dope. Like I keep saying, everybody's saying that Philly's so dope, and you know we are. It's a bunch of dope artists here. You know what I mean? It's rappers, singers, it's people that, man, Philly is known for music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Philly's one of the places that's known for music.
Right.
Especially hip hop. We respect it around the world to the point, I be saying this a lot, that even anywhere I go, when I tell somebody I'm from Philly, they assume that I rap.
Right.
And if I say I don't rap, they look at me like, you don't rap?
Right.
You said you from Philly, right?
Right.
Well, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Philly, but I don't rap.
Right.
That's how respected we are for rap.
Right. Right.
That when you go somewhere and you say you from Philly, they assume that you rap.
Right.
So my whole thing is we gotta kind of break that cycle of, oh, well, I got mines, you gotta go get yours.
Right. Right. And it's even sad that people, fans or people that's listening to you, they gotta say, well, you gotta go to a whole nother state to get recognized. You're talented, but you gotta go there. It shouldn't even be like that, man. Philly is a mobile. Like we can change the narrative.
Yeah, so
real.
Yeah, and I also said that too. You know what I mean? So the people out there know I ain't crazy when I say some people they literally have to move. They literally move. I know people who have moved. When they say, no, I'm about to take music seriously, I'm going to LA or I'm going, you know what I mean? Or they go down south. And I always felt like, why would they have to do that?
Right.
We should be able to do it from here. You should be able to do it from here. And what's crazy to me is, if all the record companies is in New York, but you got people that go down to Atlanta to get put on. We got people that's from Philly that's down in Atlanta right now doing music.
Right.
So I'm like, and I'm thinking like, okay, do what you feel like you got to do, but you're a couple hours away from New York, but you got to go to Atlanta. Because it's, you know what I mean? It's more opportunity down there than here.
Right.
People feel like it's more opportunity. And the thing is, they more welcome to, it's people in other places that's more welcome to a person being from Philly to do music with them than the person that's in Philly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like, I feel just like you, like, we should be able to do it from here. So somebody got to start. We got to, you know what I mean? Once somebody get on, it can't be, all right, I'm on, man, good luck to you. Well, dog, we gonna get this thing rolling. Somebody got to get somebody else out behind when they get on.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Established artists got to go do something with somebody who you may like their music and they just started. Just like somebody can hear this and say, yo, I checked the music out. I want to do a song with you.
Yeah.
So in a few years, when you big, you go back and say, yo, I listened to his music. Yo, I heard your music, man. You want to do a record together? He may still be a person in his mom's house.
Right.
Yo, Retr0kiq want to do a song with me.
Right.
And be cool with that. Not you feeling like, what's that gonna do for me?
Right.
No, it's not about what's gonna do for you. It's what's gonna do for him or her.
Right.
So I feel like we gotta have that mentality.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? It can't be about, well, why would such and such do that with this person or that person? Or why would Tyler the Creator do something with this person? We never heard of this person. Why would Kanye doing this and that with somebody? When you see Kanye linking up with people and listen to their music and putting them on, people that, it's not for, he understands he can help somebody else out, through somebody else out of you.
Right.
Ain't all about him.
Right.
But some people have that mentality. Why would this person do something with that person? Who is that person? Well, you got to help somebody else out. Ain't anything about you.
But if you notice, those same people are the ones that's like, their brains is stagnant. Like, they be stuck. Like, man, if you just go with your heart and go with the journey, y'all help each other, anything is possible. Like, if you just stuck on that, worried about somebody else, why he helping and you ain't gonna go nowhere, man. You gotta be able to be ready to move. Like,
right. Now, I mean, that kind of might be why y'all not getting the results y'all want, because the energy y'all putting out, y'all getting it back.
Right.
Because that's letting you know that, know what I mean? If you blow, you ain't about to go help nobody. You might feel like, if it ain't nothing in it for me, why would I do it? Know what I mean?
Right.
So that might be, know what I mean? You just, know what I mean? Your karma.
Right.
Because you put that negative energy out there that, if I feel like I can't get nothing out of it, why'd I do artist music with somebody who I just met? even
Right.
if you think it's good. So I know some people that think like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because when I said we was going back and forth when I was on Twitter, some people was like, well, why would Kanye? Why do Kanye do that and do that? What you mean? Why do Kanye put somebody? He may have heard this person. He may sit there and say because a lot of times people run up. You know what I mean? People meet him and they play his music. He like it. Yeah, he recorded and put it for the whole world to hear. He throwing that person an alley-oop. Everything about Kanye gonna say, well, what's in it for me to do that for you? No. You know what I mean?
He know music, and
right.
that's how he find them. Discovered them.
So some of y'all that be saying that, that's probably, yeah, you're right. Some of these people who saying that might be the reason why your career ain't going and you can't get your stuff off the ground because the energy that you putting out.
Right.
Know what I mean? You could be blocking your blessings. Cause you know what I mean? God may say, well, I ain't about to do that. God may say, I ain't doing that for you. You're sitting here admitting that you wouldn't help nobody if you got on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that right there is a major thing that we got to get into, man. When people do make it, which I do see people like Lil Uzi, know what I'm saying? He do show love to Philadelphia artists. Know what I mean? He stays connected with Philadelphia artists, know what I mean? Up and coming people. You don't got to be somebody that's major for them to be around you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that right there is a start, but we got to build on that.
Right.
So, but you already got the mentality that you would do that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you putting that good energy out. So I know that energy gonna come back to you. Your blessings gonna come back to you.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's about you being a blessing to somebody else.
Right.
Like I said, somebody you could hit somebody up and just say, "Yo, man, no, I heard your music, man. You know what I mean? You want to work?"
Right.
That could be the big break that somebody would need. That been praying for.
Right.
You can help somebody, know what I mean? You throwing out to somebody could be their break. You know what I mean? Just like somebody could be listening to this, could see this episode and then, yo, man, I'm gonna work with him.
Right.
So
For sure.
you know what I mean? Just know what I mean, for all y'all out there, man, yo, get rid of that mentality. Why is this person working with this person that don't nobody know yet? Know what I'm saying? Why is Kanye recording, listening to such and such person, these people music? Don't nobody know them. Y'all better get out of that mentality, man. Yeah. Especially some of y'all that's doing music. How you gonna do music and think like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially, know what I mean? The whole, gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of this person is known and this person isn't known, so they shouldn't do they shouldn't connect and link up.
Right.
Or this person is older and this person is younger, so they shouldn't link up. No, y'all gotta stop that, man.
Right.
But in closing, man, is there anything else that you want to say? Let the people know.
Chase your dreams, man. Like, that's all I can say. Like, just keep chasing your dreams and hope the best for all y'all. Whatever y'all do, like, that's just how I look at it.
All right, so let them know one more time, man. Hold this, hold the shirt up. Let them know where they can get it from.
The shirts is coming out real soon. I just wanted to, start broadcasting them, showing people, what I'm working with. And like, if I could do it, you could do it. It's first piece of merchandise. You gotta bring something with you. As far as like being an artist, you have to have multiple streams of income, right, to help you, uplift your whatever you're trying to do, as far as your journey, your path. And that's just how it is, man. For real.
All right, yeah, man. We gonna get all the information from you and all that, so we can put that like in the bio. Put that, in the information, so when people see the episode, they want to click the links and all that type of stuff. People can check them out. Yeah, man, very dope artist, man. Retr0kiq, like I said. Check him out. He on all platforms. Check him out on YouTube, man. Kind of run them numbers up of them videos, man. Got quality videos, man. Your visuals, I was very, very impressed with your visuals,
Appreciate you.
I was very impressed with it. I said, man, it's very, very, very creative. Very creative, man. So make sure y'all support him. I said, man, we going to information so any of y'all want to reach out to him and, might want to work with him, connect with him, network him, with him, whatever. Know what I mean? So that way we going, so people have a connection to you. So people can get in touch with you. So, I'd like to thank you for being here, doing this episode. Like I said, man, I got to play my part somehow, some way in the whole, trying to get Philly hip hop where it need to be. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can't just talk about it and then don't be about it. So I'm gonna try. As time go on, I'm gonna try to have different artists on here, whatever they do, rap, sing, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to do some episodes with them. Like I said, I had to start out with somebody I already know because I record in my house. I can't have everybody in my damn house, so we're working on. So right now, I mean, me and my partner, we're working on getting a space to where it's, for one, I mean, eventually, like I said, got to get out of my house anyway. Right. So working on that. Know what I mean? So as soon as we get our space, we're gonna be able to invite other people around and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I could just try to kind of just play my part, man. You know what I mean? I feel like if everybody do a little, know what I mean, it'll add up. Right. You know what I mean? Instead of just saying, well, we need to do this, we need to do that. Then people like, well, what'd you do, man? You got a podcast, you ain't shouting nobody out, you ain't bring nobody on there. Nah, I ain't doing none of that, man. Right. You know what I mean? Because that's how a lot of people are. We need to do this and do that, but don't nobody want to chip in. So I ain't want to be like that, man. But I mean, closing, man, I just want to say, man, everything start with the Earning ISO podcast, man. Thank you for the love, the support. Please like, rate, share, review, all of that. I mean, all the good stuff. Y'all have been doing that, man. Y'all been showing us a lot of love. And continue to support, know what I mean? Support the Retr0kiq. Tell them again how to spell it. Know what I mean? We're going to make sure we have the spelling right in the title. Know what I mean? But tell them how to spell it.
It's Retr0kiq, and it's one word, Retr0kiq.
Okay. Yeah, so, know what I mean? With that, man, now I mean, we going, like I said, man, all y'all, know what I mean, follow your dreams. You got to start. The journey start with the first step. You know what I mean? Don't quit after the first time you write a rhyme, after the first anything, first beat you make, whatever. First time you hear recording of yourself, don't stop. Don't just judge it off the first time. You know what I mean? And let me say this before we go. Some of y'all, sometimes you gotta keep what y'all trying to do to yourself sometimes. Even people that care about y'all may not understand y'all. Right. You know what I mean? They just not gonna understand it. They gonna feel like it's a waste of time what you're doing. It's a waste of money. They just, because everybody don't have the same dreams. Some people gave up on their dreams. People never tried. Mm-hmm. So people let other people talk them out of their dreams. So they don't mean nothing mean by it, but they just feel like they giving you the best advice. And the best advice is just forget about that, man. Just go to work. Right. You know what I mean? They don't mean nothing mean by it, but it could be detrimental to you because you just saying, well, such and such told me, or somebody in your own family may say, man, why am I wasting money doing this? Why am I wasting my time doing this? Right. Because a lot of people let other people talk them out of their dreams. Mm-hmm. So they just naturally, by default, do that to somebody else and don't even realize they doing that. Right. Because they think they're giving you great advice. Don't waste money on that. You know what I mean? Right. Don't waste no money on that. Right. You know what I mean? Because where I'd be if I listen to people that say, well, why you spending money on podcast equipment? Right. You know what I mean? And
they be looking at the shit later on and be shocked as hell once they see the end results. Like, wow. Like,
yeah, because we started, I ain't even had it when we started. Now we literally recorded it off the iPhone. Right. You know what I mean? We just sat here with the iPhone and just talked into the phone. Mm-hmm. And some people was like, well, why are you trying to do that? And then now, shout out to websites like Reddit who's saying that we got the fastest growing podcast in the world. Wow. You know what I mean? Yeah. From my house. Yeah. But what if I listen to people and say, why you actually spending money on microphones and all that? If I listen to that, where would I be? Right. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, the journey start with the first step. Just start. Just even if y'all trying to do a podcast, you may not have any of this. Mm-hmm. I didn't have this neither. I didn't have this when I first started. Mm-hmm. I literally had the phone on the table and talked into the phone. So just start, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Your journey start with the first step. So I just want to tell y'all that before we go, man. But other than that, man, know what I mean? Love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. And, we out of here, man. Thank you, Retr0kiq, for coming and doing this episode with me. For sure. Know what I mean? Hopefully, this ain't the only time, you know what I mean? And so, hopefully, when you blow up and you big, know what I mean? You remember, you might bring me up on stage and say, you know what I mean? Got to show him some love. I'll be the hype man or something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's something like that, you know what I mean? So, thank y'all, man. We out of here.
No love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love. No love.